Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Thursday night slash Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. I'm back in Thailand, so it's Friday morning for me, but Thursday night for my American friends. That's okay. Let's see what we can do to tame these markets, understand them, and
Of finding more materials for
I'm muting
UFOs. I'm
all.
still on the trail.
Okay. If you want to ask a question or have a comment, feel free to join, but if you're just chilling, then please keep yourself muted so there's no background noise. All right, let's go to, well, Bitcoin nudged over 110,000 yesterday. So it seems to be towards the top of the range. It's pulled back to around 109, but let's look at the charts. Okay, should be seeing my Bitcoin day chart.
You see it.
Yeah, 109.47. And you can see we're at the top of the range that we talked about on Monday. And you can see here we're nudged over 110 briefly yesterday and then dipped back down. So the 110, 111 area seems to be resistance on the 1 day chart. So keep that in mind if you're looking to open a position in Bitcoin. I think a better entry would be below 100 to wait for that dip. Ethereum has been looking better. We've broken the 2,500 barrier that was keeping it down for so long and stayed above it. Oh, that's 15-minute chart. Oops. There we go. So as you can see, we were at this 2,500 level on the day chart for quite a while. Now we're above it by $191. And we will see if we can break above and go for Ethereum's all-time high, which is above 4,000. So excuse me. And then I found this little post on X, Kyle Chassie, our favorite cheerleader, talking about the U.S. excuse me, debt ceiling. 5 trillion is not a headline; it's a trigger. And I like this one. Crypto isn't reacting to markets anymore; it is the market. So that's a little cocky, but I'm pleased to see Bitcoin having a market more of its own and being less reliant on the TradFi markets overall. Okay, and then there was one more thing here I wanted to look at. Yeah, this one. The Invest America Now Act is on its way to the president's desk. Every child would have a $1,000 investment account at birth. So that's pretty cool, especially if they put Bitcoin in it, like Timothy Peterson's advice here. This is financial. Put 100% in Bitcoin. This is financial advice. I am a professional advisor. So it would be great to see young people with little Bitcoin accounts, and that would be obviously bullish for Bitcoin. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, anybody have any questions or comments or anything they care to add before we go to Altcoin Alert? See if we can find some day trades and swing trades. Okay, let's go to. I want to see if Isaac was on today because I really like his Bitcoin or his Altcoin Alert extension. But don't see him. I may show a little of it anyway. So here we are on Altcoin Alert. Easy mode is off. The altcoin radar is engaged. I have all the columns that I like to sort. And what I was talking about with what Isaac provided is this trade finder page. And It's got the filter options that I like: AA score, social activity plus trading activity, short-term sentiment plus elder impulse hourly, long-term sentiment plus elder impulse daily. And AA score, we don't have any. Social activity, we've got quite a few. And it's just sort of aggregating the data already on Altcoin Alert. So sort of an Altcoin Alert helper. But I'm not sure if we're sharing that yet, so I'll do it the old way. Go back to Altcoin Alert, do a quick refresh. We'll sort by AA scores first, and that will show us that we don't have any values over 80 at the moment. The closest we have is Coin Metro, Coin XCM, over 24% today, 73. Let's take a look at that one. Well, it's not really available anywhere other than Coin Metro, probably. So we'll pass on that. Let's go back to Altcoin Alert. We'll go to a social activity sort. We'll take fire and match it up with other fire, and thumbs up on the trading activity, social activity, trading activity. And we've got bonk, and don't know that one. Dimension, LTO, Quark, Jupiter, near, Coin Metro again. All right, let's go look at near, just something I trade from time to time. Okay, I'm on my day trading layout, 15-minute chart. Supply and demand visible range from Lux Algo for support and resistance. Support the red zone, or sorry, resistance the red zone, support the green zone. RTI, the relative trend index for entries. And these are the ones I like here when it dips below the 20, then comes back up. Tends to make a nice recovery. That's what we have here. So we get a break up here. And yeah, 8% in 16 hours, 14% in one day. Those are really good day trades. But we're a little late for that setup, so we're gonna have to set an alert to catch it again. We're hanging around the 50 area right now. So right click on the RTI to set your alert. If you're trading spot or you just want to catch the long side, choose crossing up on the 20, once per bar close, expiration. I'll leave mine on till tonight, 8 p.m. I'll set that. My message will be social activity sort, which TradingView will remember because I've typed it a few hundred times. Notifications, I like 3 notes reverb. There's lots to choose from. Click create, and that dotted line should be bold on the 20. And let's go to my alerts, and there it is. Now, since I'm a little more experienced, I'm trading on a foreign exchange, both directions. I'm going to modify this alert. Instead of crossing up, I'm going to go with entering a channel. It's going to be 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And the rest will be the same. So now I have a rectangle. So if it breaks above the 80 and then dips, that could be a short position for me. I actually have one of those going right now. It's not going that well. So I'm hoping it dips down and catches the break above 20. That would be something I'd rather get into. Okay, so that's near as a day trade. It's a swing. Let's go to the hour chart. And not looking good at the moment. We're in a sell on the SuperTrend, which is my signal entry or my alert entry signal. And then Trendilo LSMA, this moving average indicator here is pointing down. So both of and we're coming out of the red zone here. I'm using the supply and demand visible range for support and resistance on this chart as well. So if you want to catch the next buy signal, right click on the super trend, choose buy, expiration whenever, custom name, notifications, we'll change that to handbell, click create. But I don't like this setup for the hour chart. I think the best thing that happens is maybe dips down, comes back up, and we're still in the red zone, which isn't where I want to take my entries, only 2% to the top of the red zone. So in this situation, we like to go to longer time frames, go the 4 hour. You've got retrace potential to 271. So even if we got in now, to get to the red zone, 10.5%, it would take 21 days. And then 18%, 22 days. It's a little better, but that's longer than I want to be in a trade. So we could look to 8 hour chart and retrace is a little better there. But you're going to be in it longer. 34% in 42 days. That's a little bit better. And then day chart, pretty similar. It's just coming out of the green zone on the day chart. 45% to this area. This is resistance. And if we go all the way to the red zone, it's 178% in 198 days. So a little less than 1% a day, but not bad. All right. So I don't really like near on the 1 hour chart, but on the other charts, if you have the patience, it might be a better trade for you. Any questions on near? Is it day trade or swing trade? Okay. Let's see what else we can find. That was a social activity sort. 1 hour projected range. Take a quick look at that. No, I'm not seeing anything I like. Elder Impulse Hour or short-term sentiment, which we'll match up with Elder Impulse Hourly. Celestia, we'll look at that one probably. Dogecoin, ACH. All right, let's look at TIA, which I believe is on Coinbase. Yeah, I've traded it on there before. It's a swing trade, I believe. There it is. And we're above the 80 at the moment. As you can see over here, we dip below the 20. We ended up having a good move. here it kind of went sideways, and then it caught the second dip and retrace and did really well. 20% plus. So the dip and retrace here could be worthwhile. Add an alert. I think I'll do this as a spot trade, crossing up the 20 once per bar close. Short term. You'll go with Chirpy on that one. That should be in my alerts. There it is. All right, there's Tia as a day trade. It's a swing. Yeah, same as we had with the last one. We're in the red zone now, but we do have a buy signal. But there's nowhere in the range to go. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart looks better. Got a buy signal. Trendilo is green, pointing nearly straight up, and we're coming out of the green zone. So this is said it looks pretty good. Resistance here at 8.6%. Red zone here. 27% in 22 days. That's not bad. So less than a month. That could be a winner. 8-hour chart, pretty similar. So red zone here is 84% in 50 days. I like that a lot. That's nearly 2% a day, but you're going to trade nearly 2 months. Yeah, I'd probably take that trade off. The day chart looks really good. So that's over 300% in 200 days. So all these longer ones on TIA look really good. So if those are trades you're inclined to take, set your alerts accordingly. And let me know how it turns out. Any questions on TIA as a day trade or swing trade? All right, let's see what else we can find. That was a short-term sentiment. Let's look at long-term sentiment. Match that up with the Elder Impulse Daily next to each other. Didix, I like this one a lot as a day trade coin. So I'll be setting one of my alerts on that. And then from whatever that is, Ergo. All right, let's look at Didix. So I'm just going to set my alert. Yeah, I think I'm going to set this one for a long as well. No, I'll do them both. I'll do entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on bottom. Once per bar close. Alert till 8 p.m. And this was a long term. All right, so there's my alert. Good to go. And let's look at this as a swing. Okay, on the 1 hour chart, looks identical to the other two. We're in the red zone now. We're in a buy signal, and we do have a pretty strong green candle trying to break through the red zone. To break through resistance. I haven't really talked about that before, but there are traders who look for these type of moves, breaking resistance as an indication that a coin's really ready to run. I don't really trade that way. That's something to keep in mind. If this breaks through resistance, you may want to get in then. I'd say hold some funds back for additional purchases in case it goes against you through the ladder buying technique strategy. Okay. But let's also look at some longer term retraces. On the 4 hour chart, just under 10% in 23 days. Don't like that. Too long for not enough. On the 8 hour, this looks a little better. 27% in 42 days. I'd be inclined to take the TIA over this one. I like Dydex more as a day trade, but 33% in 53 days. And 300% in 198 days. That's better. Yeah, I think I'd put an alert on this one for day trading, and then TIA looks like the winner for a swing trade. Okay, any questions on Dydex? All right. Well, we went through those pretty fast. Probably because we didn't really have an AA score 1 hour projected range to look at. Any contenders there? Does anybody have any coins they want to look at before we wrap it up?
How about B3?
B3. All right.
B like boy. B like boy. 3.
I don't see it in Altcoin Alert. Try it.
I'm pretty sure it trades on Coinbase.
Oh, it's base. Okay. I like this. This is about dip below the 20. And it's just about to break through. So this is ready now on the RTI. And then your exit, be this retrace up here in the red zone. Well, around 2%. Not bad for a
Thank
day
you for checking.
trade. You're welcome. Let's look at this as a swing, though. Don't like it on the 1 hour. Looks better on the 4 hour. We've got a buy signal. Trendilo is pointing up, coming out of the green zone. Resistance here at 8%, 50 in 9 days. Meh. And up here to the red zone, 25% in 16 days. That's a pretty good swing trade. So either of those I think would be reasonable. All right. Thanks for your question. Any others before we wrap it up? All right. Well, if you're watching on the recording, I'd rather see you live, but thanks for doing that. Check out the options indicated or the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And I totally forgot my disclaimer that the powers that be want me to do. This is how I use Altcoin Alert. It's not endorsed by anyone in Altcoin Alert or CryptNation. So do your own research on anything I talk about here, and good luck, and have a good trading weekend, and we'll see you on Monday night. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.